What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing a high taper tutorial here on my boy. Alright, first things first, we're going to go ahead and do the most crucial part of this haircut, which is placement. Now, placement is everything from the bottom of the vertical bars to the top of the ear. Now, the last thing you want to do is go ahead and set in your line like this. Over time, you'll be able to know where to place the guidelines based on the client's head structure or head shape. Now, right here above is going to be our blueprint for the fade. Above the white line is where we want the darkness to begin, and we want the fade to stay in between the red lines. Don't forget to fade behind the ear. Now, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Enough to get those hairs behind the ear short to the point where you could get a crispy lineup. Now we're going to go ahead and tack on that 1.5 guard and go up the same amount we did previously. The last thing you want to do is have these guidelines way too small to the point where you can't even get a gradient fade. So in other terms, don't be scared to go up a little bit more than 1/2 inch on the lever open, a little bit more than 1/2 inch on the half guard. So whenever I tack on that 1 guard, I'm already knowing that I'm going to transition over to the 1.5. So I like to be firm on my first couple flicks, and then after that go flick out. Try to flick into that 1.5 already to make my job a lot easier. When I come in with this number 2 guard right here, it damn near looks faded. Now I'm pretty happy with my blueprint here, fellas, so all I'm doing is going open, close, attacking the little dark spots. I'm not spending too much time on it. I will be coming back. Once again, do not forget to fade behind the ear. Now everybody's favorite / hardest part to do in a fade is get rid of that bottom line right here. Y'all see that? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and close the lever. Look at my middle finger. I'm utilizing my middle finger. I'm pulling down the skin. This is allowing a smoother glide with the clipper. Sometimes when the client is sweaty, the clipper might not be, gliding too well. So what I like to do is go ahead and place my finger, minimize that friction, and make my flicks a lot more smoother. Now we will be going halfway with the lever, utilizing only the corner of the blade. Now we want to disperse every dark spot that we see. We don't want to go in there with the full blade because that's going to go ahead and create a line. We don't want no smoke, so we're going to be using the right 2 teeth of this clipper. Now we're gonna go ahead and go fully open with a 45-degree tilt with the blade. Now this is gonna help you be able to get up in there. So in this area previously, it was probably like the 1.5 area we went with the guards, but I'm over here flicking at it with the no guard fully open. Reason being is because I have my clipper on a tilt. So when you tilt that clipper, you're able to get into these spots. So next time y'all be fading, don't forget to tilt your clipper a little bit. Now we will go ahead and tack on our 1.5 guard. And now what I'm gonna do here is just clean our work, get rid of those little dark spots, those minimal dark spots that we did end up leaving behind with the number 2 guard. Now you guys will see me play with the variations of close, halfway, and in-betweens. The most important takeaway is to be light with your pressure and be mindful of where you're flicking and how much pressure you're using. Now after this 1.5 guard, now the only thing we have left is to connect that fade to the top here. And what I like to use here is utilize my thinning shear over comb method to go ahead and get an effortless blend. Yes, you could clip over comb, but I like the soft look that the thinning shears give, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now we are going to go into our detailing process, and I went ahead and I circled a couple of focus areas we will be attacking first and foremost. Going in with the half guard, we will be using mainly the corners of the clipper for this process. Now notice how I go ahead with my offhand and start pulling the skin. But what this is going to allow is for all those hairs that are tucked into the skin to pop out. Very useful technique, especially when you're trying to fade out those little dark spots that tend to be a little stubborn sometimes. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our shaver. You guys know I love going up, solidify a little line, and then come down. You see, I'm coming down with it. So I went up, solidified the baldness where I knew it was supposed to be bald, and now when I'm connecting that baldness to the fade, I'm going down with it, you feel me? And then I finish off with a little flick out. So this is me flicking it out. So treat the shaver like a clipper, right? So we went in, we set the bald guideline going up, right? And then we came down like softly, and then we were flicking out anything that we left off. Now, one of my favorite parts, flicking out that bottom line with the trimmers. Now I'm gonna give respect where respect is due. These trimmers, shout out Panasonic, are awesome for detailing. They have 2 levels. I like to use it on the slower speed whenever I'm detailing or trying to get that bottom line out. But if you haven't tried these trimmers, definitely go ahead and give them a go. Now guys, we're gonna go ahead and do the same steps we did on one side to the other side. I will be speeding up this process and not talking too much, just so you guys can really lock in and have your full attention to the tutorial. Alright guys, this is where the magic happens right here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that last line. What I'm really doing is just lever playing. I'm going in, lever open, then slowly, gradually closing down the lever if these dark spots do not disappear. This process is gonna be different for every client. Some clients you're gonna have to go through every notch of that clipper, but some clients you'll literally just have to go halfway open, not even close sometimes. Don't be strict and try to go through every number. Remember that I couldn't hear it is an art, and sometimes you don't gotta play by the rule book, right? Sometimes you just gotta do what's best. So if you feel like you don't have to close it all the way, don't close it all the way. Now for the lineup around the ear, make sure you guys are looking at my hand placement. Barber mechanics, I say it every time, barber mechanics are just as important as knowing the steps. So make sure to see my cutting hand. Also pay attention to what my offhand is doing. That way you guys can ensure you guys are getting the crispiest fade in the shortest amount of time. Now we're gonna go ahead and clipper over comb this side. Last but not least, you guys know I love my thinnest shears, so we're gonna go ahead and soften up whatever the clipper over comb left behind. Now going up with the shaver, solidify the baldness, and then tapping down at it, and then coming up with our bodycon clipper from Panasonic and flicking out that last bottom line right here. Remember to only use the last 2 teeth of the trimmer. You do not want to go in full blade. And don't forget to tilt your clipper for the additional reach. This is by far the most overlooked part in a taper. Most barbers do not take their time out their day to trim the hairs behind the ears. Now what this is going to do is not only make your haircut last, but it's also going to make your lineup pop. This is the difference between a barber and a book barber. These small little details go a long way. Your client will notice it, especially if he goes and he gets a haircut somewhere else. I guarantee you 8 out of 10 barbers are not going to take their time out their day to go ahead and do that. They're just going to go ahead and line up the client and dip out. If your goal is to be a booked out barber, definitely implement that technique into your arsenal. And as you guys can see, my boy got pushed back pretty bad. So today's lineup is not going to be the sharpest lineup, but we're going to go ahead and enhance that lineup to cover that up for time being, man. Don't cheat on your barber. Sometimes your client is going to have a small vertical bar, so what you're going to want to do is stretch out the skin with your thumb and then go in there with the trim. And you too, this is the final cut. Went ahead and I sprayed my boy with some enhancements. Comment down below, smash the like button, let me know what haircut y'all want to see next.